This year, the cryptocurrency market has been very volatile, forcing governments to issue advisories on crypto investments. But that won't stop us from making this Bitcoin price forecast for October 2021. Bitcoin continually remains in the spotlight given the hype that is building around it. According to the Econometrics platform, the cryptocurrency is expected to touch $90,000 by the end of October 2021, while bulls are currently mired in the $42,000 to $45,000 area. While it's not yet clear when the coin could break through its previous all-time high again, experts expect the digital asset to double or more from October 2021. But then, what about it? Will Bitcoin be worth over $90,000 by the end of October 2021? That's what we'll try to answer in this video. So I advise you to pay attention, sit comfortably and watch this video until the end, because it is time for knowledge and knowledge is power. Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Land, the place to be for Bitcoin. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. So, let's get on with the video. Bitcoin predicted to reach $90,000 by October 2021. Of course, this may seem like a pipe dream, but according to some analysis, which we will discuss shortly, there is a real possibility that the world's most capitalized and well-known cryptocurrency can reach the incredible milestone in the medium term. And so while the price of Bitcoin recently set new highs for 2020, then dropped to lower thresholds, the optimism around the future boom of the cryptocurrency does not seem to be out. So much so that according to a top crypto expert and former Google engineer, Bitcoin is even slightly ahead of its time to reach that goal. Given that the asset is further along in its trajectory, this could mean that there is still another downside to deal with before the euphoria takes over. Ultimately, however, it doesn't matter because the same projection takes the cryptocurrency to a peak of over $325,000 in less than 2 years. Before we understand why someone is so optimistic about the future of Bitcoin, it's worth briefly focusing on the real possibility of investing in Bitcoin and doing so under the best conditions. Among the analysts who believe that Bitcoin is destined to reach $90,000 by October of the year 2021 is market analyst Kevin Wadsworth. Analyst Kevin Wadsworth explained that if the bull market is not over, it will run out of steam before the end of the year. Wadsworth predicted that Bitcoin will most likely fall before continuing its rise. He set the floor for this drop at $40,000 before starting a new rise. But this time, the run would lead to new all-time highs for the digital asset. We can thus notice that his analysis was founded because very early in this week, we have witnessed the fall of Bitcoin, which brought its price in the area of $38,000. Wadsworth estimated that the price of Bitcoin will reach $90,000 when it peaks. He adds that surpassing $90,000 would be a bonus for the market in general. Aside from BTC reaching that price, he predicted that the rest of the altcoins market is very likely to follow with significant gains. By the way, on this topic, we think the cryptocurrency bull market will end before the end of the year. All of the crypto charts that we've drawn and looked at vary a little bit in timing between the third week of September, and some of them may be into mid-October or even late October. So there's this sort of 4-week window between late September and late October where we'll be looking for the crypto bull market to top out. According to the analysis under review, Bitcoin has likely hit bottom. If the initial $3,200 collapse had been enough to depress the currency's plans, the following scenario would not have occurred. In fact, since then, the asset has risen sharply, recovering fully from these lows and setting new records for 2020. It should also be taken into account that the halving effect, or at least its short-term impact, is now over, and that could still prove to be a bullish event even in the medium term, helping to generate further momentum in cryptocurrency valuations. In this scenario, industry experts such as the former Google engineer and several industry analysts believe the asset could go on a 4-year cycle driven by this major event. The hype surrounding the halving helped the crypto asset recover to the $9,000 mark and then spent several months consolidating below resistance. The break of $10,000 resistance led to a rally to over $12,000 on technical momentum alone, and a move that pushed Bitcoin's price slightly ahead of schedule, which is the final 4-year cycle. The cycle projection itself predicts a peak of the next cycle at $90,000 by October 2021, but this assessment must materialize for the Bitcoin price to reach a new all-time high. If Bitcoin continues on this path and has so far, the next peak will come around October 19, 2021 with an extraordinary target price of $90,000. Of course, to even the most realistic of investors, a goal that high requiring you to go from $40,000 to over $90,000 in just over 2 weeks doesn't seem realistic. However, at that value, the market capitalization of the cryptocurrency would still be a little over half that of gold. Without a doubt, Bitcoin investors have been nervous since the beginning of the year. As the coin has repeatedly broken new ground, the digital asset started the year slightly below the $30,000 mark. It then took less than a month for Bitcoin to shatter his previous record high and surpass $40,000 in early January 2021. A correction of about 25% then brought Bitcoin back to the $30,000 support area. The coin has climbed throughout the year, reaching an ATH of $63,000 on April 14. It is just below the $65,000 resistance level. But this was just a breath of fresh air, as Bitcoin has resumed its rise in earnest, breaking through $50,000 for the first time in February 2021, and then $60,000 in March. Bitcoin is still a powerful uptrend today, with an all-time high of $63,000 set on April 14, 2021. We'll see in the rest of this video that for many reasons, and in the opinion of many experts, this rise could take the price of Bitcoin to another all-time high. Before we make a Bitcoin price prediction for 2021, let's look at some of the factors that have supported the coin's meteoric rise of 2021. As we suggested earlier, Bitcoin's rise could be just the beginning. In the medium term, by the end of 2021, several key factors could work in Bitcoin's favor. There are many reasons why Bitcoin is expected to continue its explosion in the short to medium term, despite its recent drastic fall. The dramatic rise in Bitcoin prices began in late October 2020, creating a bullish trend in the market. At the time, PayPal announced that it would allow its customers to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. The news excited for the market, causing prices on BTC to rise. In addition, institutional investors who previously had a pessimistic view of Bitcoin have increasingly embraced the coin as an alternative to gold. Notably, they are bullish on BTC and now advise their clients to invest in the coin. They use Bitcoin as a hedging tool for their funds. In addition, high-profile investors also played a role in creating the market sentiment required to create a bullish trend. When the price of BTC experienced a price collapse, Elon Musk proved helpful with his tweet in late January when he updated his Twitter bio with the hashtag Bitcoin. Subsequently, the coin went from $32,000 to $38,000. He even proceeded and called the coin a good thing. Then, Bitcoin hit the $50,000 mark on February 14. Similarly, in an SEC filing in February, Tesla revealed that it had purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. In the following months, the price reached highs of $64,000 in April. Previously, Square and MicroStrategy had purchased Bitcoin using the company's cash. In addition, MasterCard and BNY Mellon have also shown a willingness to use crypto, creating more institutional interest in Bitcoin. As a result, more and more people want to own a Bitcoin wallet so they can store it safely, and this interest is expected to grow in the future. In May, news that Tesla had suspended vehicle purchases using Bitcoin hit the crypto hard, and things were exacerbated by another of his tweets questioning the use of coal to mine Bitcoin. Moreover, Econometrics' prediction of a $90,000 Bitcoin in October 2021 would be based on the third halving of 2020. Indeed, while the doyen of cryptos had struggled to break the $10,000 mark after that one, its rally began the following year. So investors could potentially start accumulating BTC again before long. However, after an ATH of $64,700 in April 2021, Bitcoin subsequently experienced two major pullbacks, bringing its price down to $48,000. This is Bitcoin's first bearish candle since the bull run began in October 2020. Plan B's prediction of a $92,000 Bitcoin by the end of April 2021 has thus proven to be inaccurate by a wide margin. So what about the prospect of a $90,000 forecast by October 2021? The Bitcoin price explosion is not only due to the halving of the block reward. That's right, the global economic crisis due to COVID-19 revealed in broad daylight the weaknesses of fiat currencies. Thus, the excessive use of money printing has effectively pushed institutional investors to turn to Bitcoin, which is gradually acquiring the status of an inflation hedging asset. This is especially the case for MicroStrategy and Tesla, which have acquired Bitcoin in a big way. For their part, payment giants PayPal and Visa have also decided to support the Bitcoin cause. However, the bullish outlook for 2021 is threatened by the U.S. Treasury Secretary's war on cryptocurrencies. In addition, the latter has announced a likely interest rate hike to fund the Biden administration's increased government spending and prevent the U.S. economy from overheating. Crypto markets, except for Dogecoin, had not liked the announcement, which led to a collapse in the price of Bitcoin within hours. Even though Bitcoin has come a long way since its inception, it is still an asset that is heavily influenced by economic conditions. Because of this, the predictions of various analysts should be taken with a grain of salt, as everything is subject to change, even in a matter of hours. The $286,000 by next month looks good at first glance, but there is no guarantee that the situation will always be so serene, despite the predictions of the stock-to-flow model. That was it for this video. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like and share. Want to know how to make money with Bitcoin? Oh, let us know in the comments. In your opinion, is Bitcoin's performance sufficient to maintain its bullish price? Answer us in the comments, and if you discovered this channel through this video, you should know that we regularly publish interesting videos on this channel. So subscribe and activate the notifications to not miss any of our next videos. I look forward to seeing you in the next video from Bitcoin Land.